Happy Friday, guys. Welcome to the Plaid Friday edition of our series, Everything But the Kitchen Sink Talks. I'm Amy, and this is Brandy. Just in case you'd never heard of it, don't worry, because I hadn't heard of this before, 2 months ago?
Yes.
In a Bernie Retailers meeting. Brandy brought it up, and I immediately pulled up my phone and had to do some Google searches. And when I saw some of the information about it, the theory behind it and the movement and even the hashtag plaid is the new black, I was all over it and am dreaming of what this could do for our businesses. I want Brandy to go ahead and talk a little bit about her businesses, Pixie and La Tida, which are just down the street from me, and how she heard about this and a little bit about the history behind it. Hit
Okay.
it.
I would say about 3 or 4 years ago, I was on Facebook, and I'm part of all sorts of little like mainstream, Main Street local area things on Facebook. And somebody posted something about Plaid Friday, and I was like, oh my gosh, Plaid Friday! I love plaid. Let's see what this is.
Okay.
And I thought it started in Oregon. That what I was looking at. Was an Oregon thing, but as we looked this morning, it looks like maybe it was Oakland, California. So we're not 100% sure where it originated, but I still love the idea behind it. The idea is Plaid Friday is the new Black Friday, and it's the Black Friday for small businesses. So it can be retail stores, services, anything small business related. You show plaid to show support for that. The idea is that we give back to the community. We love our community. We like to spend our money locally. We try to support other small businesses because we all know how hard it is to do this. And let's face it, we're not making millions. We, struggle just like anybody else. We aren't living this lavish lifestyle. We do it because we love it. It does give us a little bit of a freedom to spend time with our family.
Right.
We're not going to get fired if we don't show up because our kid's sick. That's one of the reasons why I started doing this is
Okay.
because I wanted to be more available for my family when it really mattered.
Now,
And
did your businesses start with just one? Because
yes,
I have always associated you with La Tida.
yes. So we started La Tida. Oh my gosh, a long time ago.
Okay.
Like 15. The La Tida started when my son was born.
Okay.
So it was kind of like my at home, just kind of little bit. I was in a dealer space in somebody else's building. So it started 15 years ago. And then when Tristan went into kindergarten, I actually got my own storefront. So I've had my own storefront for probably about 10 years,
Okay.
La Tida. And then when the store next to me opened up, I expanded and did Pixie. So Pixie's been there for 3 years.
Okay. Pretty new.
So, yes. Yes.
So she's had small businesses for quite a while.
Yes.
So this means a lot
Yes.
to her.
Yes.
And for me, I don't know how many of you know, I also own Shutter Happy Photography, and that's 14 years
yes,
old.
it's been around a while.
So
Yes.
that's been around a while. From Scratch Farm is 5. So we have pretty similar stories.
Yes.
And I think shopping small is just ingrained in us because it means so much to supporting our babies.
Yes. So, it's so funny. You see these things on Facebook about how when you buy from a small business, you're, putting a child through soccer camp
Yeah.
or whatever. And it is so true. I mean, there were some, especially when I first started out and I would have a good Saturday. I'm like, oh my gosh, I can send Tristan to this camp this summer. It truly is a way that we feed our families. And like I actually employ my mom and my mother-in-law. So it's a way to actually like give family jobs. They are retired. They would just be sitting around playing Candy Crush on their iPads all day long if they didn't come work for me. And because they are family, they treat the stores like it's their baby too. So, and I'm able to give other people in the community jobs. I'm able to give back to the community. I never say no when somebody comes in for a donation from Bernie. And y'all, we get a lot of people wanting donations.
Yes.
From all over the place, not just Bernie, but I really do try to always give back to the ones that are in Bernie because Bernie's the community that supports me. I would not have been in business for 15 years if I did not have the support of some people in this community. Now, having said that, I don't think enough of Bernie shops local. I think that, there are some people it's been so long since they've been downtown, they still think it's all antique stores.
Yes.
It's been a long time since it's been all antique stores.
Since I started these videos, I've had some friends that have watched them, and I have been putting the bug in their ear about all the different types of shops that are on Main Street
Yeah.
and just the downtown area in general.
It's amazing.
They had no idea.
There is okay, for those of y'all who live in a box and don't know about the construction that's going on I-10 between here and San Antonio, I avoid San Antonio like the plague these days. It doesn't matter when you go. It's just count at least an hour to get there and an hour back minimum.
Yes.
And that's just to the rim, which should take 15 minutes. So my time and my gas money are way more valuable than that. So if I can't get it in Bernie,
Right.
then I'll order it online if I have to.
Yes.
But I'm kind of like an immediate gratification person. I really don't want to wait for it. So Bernie, I get everything I need from here. And there's a very rare occasion where I can't, and then I'll go outside of Bernie. But sometimes it might cost a couple dollars more. But you know what? It is worth my time, my
Right.
stress, and all that to not have to go to the Rim to get it. And a lot of times it's more unique stuff here, and you get a better experience with the people who run the businesses. And you're helping them send their kiddo to soccer camp or wherever it is. And so I think that's important.
I think that's a good point of getting to know the shop owners. You can walk in those big box stores, and even on Black Friday,
Yeah.
you're rushing in, you're rushing out with hundreds of people.
Yeah, you're like just
getting
in a
trampled.
sea.
You're fighting for products. You're not meeting, but maybe the one employee who
It's stressed out beyond belief because
and has no investment in the company.
Yeah.
If you shop Bernie or your local town, if you shop these small businesses, the brick and mortar, the mom and pop, you're probably meeting that shop owner
and their family. My husband and my 15-year-old son will be working during the busy times because
Okay.
I need them, number one. And number two, I think it's important for them to see what I do and how it helps us as a family too. For stocking stroll, I always have my 15-year-old come in and hand out stuff.
My kids will be here for stocking stroll.
Because number one, he needs to work to earn the roof over his head.
Okay.
You know, not just going to sit around play video games all the day while mom's working 12-hour days.
Or gas for driving. Is he
yeah,
driving?
well, he's got his learner's permit.
Okay, mine
so, and to be honest, people love seeing him come
Yeah.
in, and he really smiles and he greets them, and people love seeing the family. That's not just the random person that's working for us. They see the person that I'm talking about or that I'm working for, and I think that's important. So yeah, they will see my husband Rodney and my son Tristan, in addition to the moms that I pay to work for me. I kind of force my husband and my son to come and help me, but I feed them. They'll work for food, so that's easy.
So if that is important to you guys, if you want to know the owner, the family, if you want to see where your money is going in the community, we would love for you to support Plaid Friday.
Yes, so it's so easy too because plaid is so trendy right now. Shirt.
I had a couple.
Yeah, plaid shirt. It doesn't have to be a shirt. It can be earrings. It can be a scarf. It can be socks if you're a man. I mean, it is so easy to do plaid right now because it's so trendy. A lot of people we know you're going to be supporting us even though you don't know it because they're going to be wearing plaid. They don't even know what Plaid Friday is and they're going to be wearing
Just because
plaid.
it's fall.
Yes, but I always tell people when they come in the store and they're wearing plaid, I always thank them for wearing plaid. They don't even know that they're doing it, but then I spread the word by I tell them, oh, we're wearing plaid too. Thank you for supporting our small business, and they look at me like I'm crazy, and then I explain to them about Plaid Friday and how it's important to support small local businesses and independently owned businesses. And
I don't know if we mentioned it, but Plaid Friday is replacing the big box Black Friday the day after Thanksgiving.
Yes.
In case we didn't mention
yes, so we are trying, at least in Bernie, a lot of the retailers are trying to wear plaid to support our stores and each other.
Yes.
On Black Friday / Plaid Friday. So you will see a lot of us wearing the plaid, and we sure hope that a lot of you will be wearing plaid for us too.
So if this is something you want to participate in, if you have family in town, have everybody put on their plaid that day and just walk your town's main streets. And if you really don't want to get out of your bed that day after cooking all day on Thursday, even if you want to throw on some plaid, post a selfie on social media with the Plaid Friday or Plaid is the new black hashtag.
Yes.
Anything, we appreciate any cheerleading from any area of the country.
Yes.
Because this is a big deal for us. And then the following day will be Small Business Saturday.
Yes. Yep.
Which next week I'll have the IGTV video with Kim from the Chamber talking about how important Small Business Saturday is for our businesses. So we hope you love this and can get behind these movements. And we hope to see you in our shops those days. Have a great Friday and a great weekend.
Yes,
bye, guys.
Bye.